Live streaming now. We're starting the podcast broadcast early. It was about 8:34. Streaming on youtube.com/bevegan, also on Facebook and on our Instagram as well. Of course, we have Rocco in here, and the theme today for Tap Out is very simple. We are amped about superhero movies that are coming out this month. We just saw Rocco and I separatly. But might as well went it together. Right. Saw Superman, loved it, right? Would you recommend 10 out of 10?
Super comic booky. If you like comic book movies,
yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, so I feel like James Gunn knocked it out of the park for sure, and now that has me equally amped for Fantastic Four. Right. And the more I'm watching these trailers, the more I'm excited about it too. I mean, just even Galactus. And who else might be in this movie?
Silver Surfer.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. So if you know a thing or two about Fantastic Four, now's the time to call in. 600-KFMA, 600-5362, because if you do answer 5 questions in a row, you can score yourself $100 in gift certificates to Rocco's Little Chicago Pizza. So we'll start off with caller number 10 and our $20 question. 600-KFMA, 600-5362. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tap Out.
The only game where you can quit and win. Think you have what it takes to last 5 rounds? Let's find out. Beef Vegan presents Tap Out.
All right, yes, we will start with caller number 10 and then ask that $20 question. And then the first person who can get the $20 question correctly within 5 seconds will be our contestant. Every question they answer after that, they're going to get themselves a $20 gift certificate. And if they don't know the answer or they tap out, they will cash out with whatever they won with the rest of our gift certificates going to our scavengers. So 600-KFMA, 600-5362. All right, so starting off with caller 10, let me just field through a couple people here. Now, you looked over these questions. How do you feel about them, Rocco?
I think we can do... the aficionado will get this all the way to the end.
Okay, yeah. See if we got an aficionado out there.
Yes.
All right, let's go to the phones and see who our first contestant may be. Rock 1, 2.1, who's this?
Eddie.
Say your name again.
Eddie.
Hetty?
Betty with a B.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Betty with a B. All right, we'll say Betty. All right, Betty, you're going to get a $20.
Eddie.
Head. Is your name Head? Hetty? Like I'm getting Hetty?
It's Hetty Betty.
All right,
Eddie.
We'll take it.
I can't be judgmental of stupid nicknames. All right, I go by Beef Vegan. So all right, Hetty, welcome to the family. All right, let's see.
I go by Rocco.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. I like Rocco. All right, okay. So Hetty, Rocco's going to ask you the $20 question. You have 5 seconds to answer it. If you answer it correctly, you're going to be our contestant. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Good luck.
Right. Question number 1: which member of the Fantastic Four can stretch his body into almost any shape?
Betty.
Hetty.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, that was a swing and a miss, bud. Thanks for trying.
All
All right, yeah, not our contestant. Now you guys know the $20 question. So 600-KFMA, 600-5362. That was a lob. That was a softball.
Hetty was not an aficionado.
He was not an aficionado. Let's go to the next phone line. Rock 1, 2.1, who's this?
Tim.
All right, Jim. All right, I'm assuming. All right, $20 question. Rocco's going to ask it. Here we go.
Which member of the Fantastic Four can stretch his body into almost any shape?
Mr. Fantastic.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
correct.
This is true.
That's right. And he answered
All right.
it confidently. Would you consider yourself a fanatic of the Fantastic Four?
Somewhat.
All right, let's see how good you
Somewhat.
do. Here's your $40 question. 5 seconds on the clock. We'll begin when Rocco finishes asking. Good luck.
What is the real name of the Thing?
Oh, no.
I'm not sure.
Oh,
My friend, you
swing and a
nor did he
miss.
tap out.
Yeah.
Nor did he tap out.
Come on.
Does that mean we should have 5 scavengers? I don't know.
There's a
You know
lot
what?
of
I'm
scavengers.
gonna give him. I'll
Give him a
let
20.
him get a 20.
All right, yeah.
Go ahead and tell me the answer.
Ben Grimm.
Ben Grimm,
Ben
man.
Grimm.
Everybody knows Ben Grimm. I would have accepted
Who knew
Ben
that?
Grimes. I
Who
would have
doesn't
said
know?
I would have accepted Bend Over at this point, you know?
Yeah, man.
But hey, that's all right. You can get more familiar with all the character names this Friday as I'm going to actually do a plug like
Yeah, you
Marvel's
are.
paying me. This segment is brought to you by Rocco's, not by Marvel.
You can gain a fantastic 4 pounds of weight after eating on Rocco.
All right. Well, Tim, dude, give me 4 numbers between 1 and 10.
4 numbers?
Yeah.
Don't
6,
get this wrong.
4, 7, and 3.
64.
rough
Caller number
one.
6473. That is Tim's ATM code, by the way. You guys will be our scavengers at 600 KFMA, 605-362, and I'll pick up a $20 gift certificate courtesy of Tim and Rocco's Little Chicago Pizza. So call now and keep calling, and good luck. Tim, stand in line and get all your info, okay?
All right.
All right, right on. All right, well, you know what? Real quick.
Yikes.
Yeah, I know.
Now that's good radio.
Amen.
Well, that was Tap Out. You can keep calling now. Get yourself a $20 gift certificate to Rocco's Little Chicago Pizza. Rocco, always a pleasure, my friend.
We welcome our scavengers this week.
Yes, you get lunch on us.
The only game where you can quit and win. Think you have what it takes to last 5 rounds? Let's find out. Beef Vegan presents Tap Out.
Yeah, we had some sleepy people there today. All right, well, I got to do my scavengers here, but for everybody else, here was our show open from this morning. Welcome to the podcast broadcast. Let's go.
Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com on this beautiful Tuesday, July 15th. Good morning, Rico.
Good morning.
Good morning, Tucson. Thank you guys for tuning into the show. We've got a great one lined up for you today here on this Tuesday as we keep this week rolling, trying to hook you up with a vacation to Maui, hook you up with tickets for Gaslight Anthem at the Rialto, and Volbeat tickets up in Phoenix here. And both those shows are rapidly approaching. On top of that, it's Tuesday, means another round of Tap Out. Our good friend Rocco from Rocco's Little Chicago Pizza is going to be in studio.
Our favorite day.
That's right. It's cheat day for us because Rocco's going to be coming in with the pizza of the month. And so we'll have that in the 8 o'clock hour. I'm going to post the whole schedule on our social media page so you can see that. Speaking of our social media page, yesterday I came across something from a friend that I thought was amusing. She posted Netflix and chill, Cinemax and relax, Tubies and boobies, keep it going. And I was like, oh, this is a fun little comment thread, right? Like, did you, what's your favorite go-to saying?
Which one of those? Netflix and chill's the default one.
Well, no. It's not
HBO and Go.
Yeah, well, it's about making up new ones, you know.
That's why I just said HBO and Go.
Yeah. All right. Well, HBO and Go is good. So yes, I put, I posted this and I have a bunch of different comments here. I'll share some of my favorites here. Let's say HBO and Blow, Jonathan Russell said.
There we go.
Pluto and All right. I posted Prime in 69. You know, I thought that's good, but that's just because I'm a generous lover. All right. Eric said, I'm more of like bringing home a bucket of KFC and getting down to business, you know, a little chicken and dickin'. And I wrote, well, you know, I mean, in most cases sounds like a lot of chicken and a little dickin'. He's like, yeah, that actually does sound more accurate. Let's see. UHF and meth was one of my favorites. Let me do a round of applause for that one. Let's see. Pornhub and Rub. All right. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I'll save my favorite for last. Let's see. Stream East and Cream Please. That's just disgusting. Let's see. Voodoo and Do You. Peacock. Enough said. Let's see. Sling and Fling. Oh, that's pretty rough. See. Apple and Grapple. That's nice. Disney Plus and Thrust. That's a new one. And my favorite one, sent to me by Nicholas, said WWE and who am I kidding? It's just me.
Sad.
Yeah. So
Pirate Bay and Lay.
Is Pirate Bay an actual stream service?
No.
Oh, well, make sure
Yarg.
if you could add to it, go to our Facebook page and add away because I'd love to share some more as those are pretty funny. Speaking of apps, it looks like Disney is getting an adults app of their own. You ever want to see Mickey Mouse get it on with Minnie Mouse? Well, you're not alone, Rico.
You act like I haven't done that yet.
Okay, tell
With
me.
AI.
Yeah. Tell me more. Please indulge. Please tell. Yeah. So you made AI porn with Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. Okay.
Don't want to get sued.
You're the one who said it. And if you do something like just a little bit different, then I guess it doesn't fall under actually, it's been over 100 years, dude. You could totally do it. No copyright.
Steamboat Willie porn.
Steamboat Willie does sound like my favorite porn star. Anyways, Disney adults are getting their own dating app. A guy in Orlando is launching an app called Single Riders and hoping to get the beta version up later this year. So, Yaz Money's going to be in studio a little bit later. I'll talk to her about this because she's the only person that I know that has went to Disneyland by herself, which is brave and extremely sad at the same time. You know what I mean? She's
that is expensive as hell.
It's less expensive for one person as opposed to paying for an entire family. So
Still.
yeah, you could look at it as a more affordable option. And like I said, it does take a certain amount of bravado and confidence to go into the happiest place on earth
And a lot of mushrooms.
completely by yourself, right? And so she's done it, and she's done it several times, and every time she reports back that she's had the best time, and she's on her schedule, she's doing her own thing, and I'm like, well, did you meet anyone while you're there? The goofy like slip you a number? Did anyone? Or did you get any sad looks? Like your family went to the bathroom and just never came back. Now this Disney super fan, he goes by Joe the Bearded Nerd on social media, came up with the idea 2 years ago after he got stood up on a date and went to a bar at Disney World to get drunk. And he's been trying to loop in a programmer ever since, finally found one, and they're looking for people to beta test it. So, the fact that this is already like being reported on by Inside the Magic, Disney really wants to try to connect adults together to go on Disney dates. Now, he got stood up with the first date going to Disneyland. That's a pretty bold first date. Like, hey, you want to meet up and have me spend like $1,500 on you?
For real, that's even more insult, man.
You know what I mean? Well, she probably did him a favor by not showing up on the date, but obviously Joe the Bearded Nerd did not let it go, and now is trying to make the world a better place by setting up nerds to be able to bone on Space Mountain together for a first time.
I do kind of want to see him crying on the teacups, though. That'd be a funny image.
Yeah, that would be.
Just by himself.
Absolutely. That's pretty sad. Speaking of sad, let's go into our AI updates of the week here. There's a couple of news stories about AI. It's not been a great week for AI. In fact, actually, it looks like Elon Musk and X had to apologize for Grok's pro Hitler post. You saw this, right?
I heard something about it.
You only heard something about it?
I didn't look at it.
All right, well, that's good. You weren't going to Grok and being like, yeah, feed me more hate. But yeah, if you don't know, Grok is the AI chatbot that is on X. Usually it's pretty helpful when, trying to decipher what's real and fake news and images and whatnot. You just say at Grok and ask a question. But over the weekend, of course, they made a bunch of anti-Semitic posts and even praised Adolf Hitler. Not a good look. Right now, the company posted on X that it was horrific behavior, right? And that goes without saying. And they went on to state that it was susceptible to existing X users' posts, including when such posts contain extremist views. But see, that's the problem, right? Their AI is fed based off of, what the app is posting and people on the app is posting. And part of the reason why Elon Musk bought the platform was to allow all this speech to be said freely on the internet. And it's like, well, this is what's happening. You basically said, go ahead and say a bunch of hateful anti-Semitic stuff on my platform. We don't care. And then the AI is like, okay, cool. This is my information. I'm going to regurgitate it. And now they're like, whoa. But it's like, you got to pick a lane and stay in it, dude. You can't say that it's okay. And then, and then not double down when your AI is pretty much just regurgitating what your users are saying. It's a bad reflection of X's users altogether. So, of course, they had to make this big, apology, and they blamed it on unauthorized modification to its code. So we'll whatever nerd speak that is. So we'll see where that goes from there. But that's not all with AI news. Kelly Osbourne had to slam an AI post, which of her video of her dad talking. Now this is what we've been talking about a lot,
Rico,
right? It's you and I right now. Because Rocco 2.1K for me. Excuse me. It's just you and I right now. Where the hell did Mari go?
I don't know. Maybe she snuck another slice of pizza into the break room and she's enjoying it.
All right. Well, while we are waiting for Mari and keeping things going on the podcast broadcast, I do have time for surveys. This is one of my favorite new segments where I've done this before. I'm going to be real with you, but I do accumulate all these random studies and surveys almost each and every day. And I feel this is a good way for us to kind of get a peek into the minds of the average person. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you want to do a little survey, says?
Yes.
All right, let's do this. All right. So first study came. A study found that Mondays stress us out even when we're no longer working. So even when you're retired, you could still have a case of the Mondays.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of retired people get stressed by Mondays too. Researchers think it's because the work week stress is just so deeply ingrained in us. So if you feel like you're stressed now, don't worry. You'll be stressed for the rest of your life.
Rest easy, my friend. I still have nightmares about going to school.
Do you really?
Yeah, about being late to class sometimes.
Was it because you were picked on and bullied and gave
No.
wedgies and
I just
swirlies?
don't like to be late.
It's because they called you names and stuff, and the girlfriend, the girls, picked on you.
They didn't call me Rico Stinko. Why would they say that? Of course they did.
All right, fair enough. All right, yesterday was National Mac and Cheese Day. Did you celebrate, Mari?
Ooh, I did not, but I did have noodles.
Okay, well, not the same thing. In a new poll, 56% of Americans say they'd be willing to give up coffee or social media before giving up macaroni and cheese.
Absolutely not. Give me coffee before mac and cheese.
That's
any day.
bonkers. Yeah.
Okay, all right, yeah. You know what? I'm addicted to coffee as well. And
Yes.
social media. So mac and cheese, unfortunately, is third, but it's up there. It's a close number 2. All right. There's a new most loved accent across America. What do you think it is, Rico?
Jamaican.
Nope.
Southern.
Southern, yes and no. It's actually Cajun. Cajun
yes,
is the
I love
number one
that.
accent. Do you really?
I do.
Is it because of, what was his name? The good looking guy in Deadpool, Channing Tatum. Because of his
Domo
terrible Gambit accent.
Oh, I haven't heard that, but
Ooh,
I
I'll
just
make a
think
name
it's
for
neat.
myself.
It's got a little French twang to it,
Yeah, I got a little French tang to it. Yeah. Well, the sexiest English voices include Emma Watson, Taylor Swift, and John Goodman, according to this very whack survey here. Yeah. All right. Moving forward, and survey says a new study revealed that 5 states have the highest chances of winning the Powerball, and unfortunately, spoiler alert, Arizona's not one of them.
No.
Yeah, I know. Rhode Island's on the list. And it's how are you guys most likely to win the Powerball? You're barely even a city.
I know it's small though.
Yeah, no. I mean, there's parts of cities in this state that are bigger than Rhode Island. But Rhode Island, West Virginia, Delaware, New Hampshire, and Indiana are all states you're more likely to win this Powerball on.
I gotta
All right.
move.
Yeah. 2 more headlines here in survey says young Americans today say they spend 70% less time attending or hosting parties than they did at the beginning of the 21st century. So the kids today aren't going out and socializing and doing parties, So, yeah, I don't know where they find their drugs then. And finally, mothers who use social media extensively, and you're going to love this survey here.
Oh.
Speak 29% less to their kids while playing with them, with or without their phones,
Wow.
compared to with moms whose social media use is low. Look at you. Look at you nodding. Yeah.
Because I don't have social media.
Yeah. And it wasn't just because you were getting unsolicited D-pics. It's because you want to be a better mom.
Dude, I just get too addicted. It's bad.
That's why she's so happy.
Oh, maybe.
That's why I hate you. There you go. This survey says, I hope we learned a thing or two today. Let's hit the reset. We're going to be back with more right after this, but we're keeping the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. You can join us, youtube.com/beefvegan. All right, there you go.
DJ Serpent's right. It's Creole.
Creole.
Creole. Oh, thank you.
Very good, Serpent. Survey
like one?
says. Floss. I don't like to floss on the stream, and you probably shouldn't either.
It's good promotion. It's dental hygiene. We eat pizza on the stream.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
No. Okay, where's the pizza
I
eating
literally
stream?
have you on live footage eating
Would
pizza,
you like
and
to
then
see the pizza of the month?
You
promotion.
are so argumentative all the time when it comes to that stuff. I do not eat pizza on the stream. I'll take a bite while like pitching the thing, but I'm not on the podcast eating pizza. All right. But I'm gonna allow you to floss because you got it in your hand
I was like, I
and
need
you want
to.
to. I know you're like, yeah,
oh
just let
wait,
me floss.
I have to leave in 5 minutes. I'll floss during the sales meeting. It's
you
okay.
can do it right now. You should floss during the sales meeting.
I
Nothing
am. I'll save
inappropriate
it.
about that at all.
It's actually tasty. I'm enjoying the taste of it right now.
Yeah, it's minted.
We did a lot. We're gonna have Yaz Money in studio coming up next.
Oh, nice.
And typical Yaz Money status, she's gonna be late. But we did Morning Moron and Rico's 5-star review this morning. We'll kick things off with Morning Moron in case you missed it. Well, a little something like this.
Right.
Actually, it'd be great if you made that clip for the end of the show. All right, we got a great show lined up for you. Your Morning Morons coming up after music from Lincoln Park. Your opportunity to win Gaslight Anthem tickets coming up this hour. So keep it right here on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Lincoln Park 2.0 Emptiness Machine on Rock 102.1 KFMA. It's now 6:16 and time for your Morning Moron. Let's do this. What a weird story I have to unpack. Now, you would think right off the bat this is a Florida man because it's based out of Florida, but it's actually a Texas man that's involved in this situation. He's 63 years old, and he's facing charges after he stole a boat in the Key West and took off all the way to Cuba. So apparently you could rent these kind of boats, right? Solo, and then go out into the open sea. And his name is Floyd, and he had a 38-year-old woman with him, right? So maybe it's just like a romantic little getaway, right? And he was supposed to go just for like a weekend of fishing and return the boat back, but they noticed on the GPS that his boat went out and just kept on going until the GPS was not reporting its location. That was very odd. And then they had to call in the Coast Guard and everything.
He's heading to international waters.
Pretty much. So he rented this 26-foot fishing boat last Tuesday from a place called Beach Weekend Key West Marina. And he was supposed to have it for 2 days and never brought it back. And he was heading due south. And he was about 30 miles of Key West when they lost track of him. So I'm not a boat renting place, but I would invest in stronger GPS, right?
Not just an Apple tag.
Yeah. Be like, oh, no, it's out of our reach. Nothing to see here. Well, someone on another boat saw him booking it towards Cuba and called it in. So it must have been suspicious enough to be like, hey, man, I've never seen a fishing boat go this fast towards Cuba in my life. Usually it's the other way around.
Right.
Yeah.
This is a little different.
Yeah, exactly. So then the Cuba's Coast Guard was called. They scooped him up, and they got in touch with Homeland Security. Now he's back in the U.S. facing charges for hiring or leasing with the intent to defraud. But that's the last we heard. And then the last we heard, the boat was still there. Now, here's where it continues to get weirder. The owner of the rental company said he isn't sure if he'll get the boat back or not. And then he even laughed it off and saying, how in the world did we end up losing a boat to Cuba? I didn't even think that was even in play, you know?
He's like, I'm not even mad. I'm impressed.
Yeah, right? Now, as far as Floyd is concerned, okay, it's no official word on whether he was trying to sell the boat, if he was trying to smuggle drugs, or he just wanted to see Havana with his, young girlfriend. But it turns out it wasn't his first rodeo. Right? He did the exact same thing in 2019, and that boat also ended up in Cuba. And they don't know if that boat came back either. So he's basically like the ship graveyard in Cuba, or maybe a large part of Cuba's economy. By every couple of years, Floyd will come and be like, look, we got another free boat, guys.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, let's roll up another stogie. His rap sheet includes several convictions for drug-related crimes, and his mugshot is a reminder to you, Rico, to always wear sunblock no matter what. Here's what Floyd looked like, tan line included, in his mugshot. Don't you have it on there?
So we have Red Floyd.
Well, yeah, but you can tell he was wearing a fitted cap and it was backwards and the whole time. So the bottom of his face is red. This was a tan line I had when I was a sophomore in high school. So yeah, that was the fishing boat speeding off to Cuba, and this is Floyd looking dumbfounded in his mugshot, sunburnt from the forehead down. And for all those reasons and more, the confusing case of Floyd the ship burglar has got to be today's Morning Moron. All right, we're going to do Rico's 5-star review here in a moment, but I got to give a keyword so you can go fly yourself to Maui. Have you guys been to Maui? Let me know in the comments. Have you guys ever been to Hawaii? That's how they say it, Hawaii. I've been to Hawaii once. It was all expenses paid for the most part. That was a benefit there. You know, it's funny. Let me be real with you, okay? So I stopped going to the Dunkin' I was going to because they were abrasive. Hold on, you got a minute, and then we'll go. Because I'll go right into the reset. But you're gonna like this story. So I stopped going to the Dunkin', right? And so I had to not go to the Dunkin' at the location I was at. So I'm going to a different location. Long story short, and I don't mean to stumble all of this, but on my way to work, I have to drive by my old house, right? So I notice that no cars are at my old house anymore. And I'm like, that's weird, because I'm driving by like 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I wonder what happened. I'm like moved. So my mom's still friends with my ex on Instagram. And I was like, hey, can you just look her up? See what I'm just kind of curious, right? Not in a weird stalker way. Just want to know. And so she looks it up. She's like, well, I'm only seeing pictures of her baby. I guess her baby's name is Shati. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, no. I was like, read the description. And she's like, hanging with this Shawty. It's Shawty. So my mom thought that was the name, Shawty. I'm like, no, it just my ex saying cringe, like slang and describing her kid.
Hi, Shawati.
And I'm like, no, Mom. Yeah, you're terrible at Instagram.
Amazing.
I know. All right, we are live on the air real quick. I want to give you a keyword so you can go fly yourself to Maui. Yeah, Rico, I mean, God, he can't even wait until we're off the air just for 2 seconds. There's aesthetics. I want aesthetics, Rico. Enjoy the sales meeting. Brutal. I mean, seriously, what about aesthetics?
901.
I don't care. He could be late to him. First, they're not all showing up there. You know the work ethic of our salespeople? Anyways, let's do this.
Rock 102.1. It's time to go fly yourself.
All right, Rico just told me to go fly myself, but he didn't say fly. All right, let's give you a keyword so you can go fly yourself to Maui. Again, that's the trip we're giving out all week long. It's a big deal. All expenses paid, 5 nights. And all you have to do is text the word Maui to 600-KFMA, 600-5362. Do you think I should spell it for the people, Mari?
Sure.
All right, it's MAUI. That's how you spell Maui.
Oh.
So text 600-KFMA, 600-5362, and you'll automatically be qualified to win that trip. And if you win the trip and don't want to go to Hawaii, then you could cash out and take $3,000 instead. Go to KFMA.com. There you'll get all the info and details on a second chance to qualify to go fly yourself to Maui. Do it now. Good luck. We're going to continue our conversation here on the podcast broadcast. You can join us, youtube.com/beefvegan. But coming up next, looks like Harper's Bazaar busted out a list of the 50 greatest men of all time.
Oh.
Spoiler alert, we're not on this list, but I'm going to see where these guys rank up to our ladies, Mari and Yaz, right after music from Five Finger Death Punch. Stick around. All right. Yeah, see, then I got an empty screen here. I hate empty screens.
I know, but he's got to go. It was
No, he doesn't. I'm going to go walk by there right now, and I guarantee you they're not going to be working. They're going to be dicking around. I'm just going to look at them like, really? Priorities, dude. All right. Anyways, earlier this morning, we did 5-star review. In case you missed it, went a little something like this. Check it out. Guns N' Roses, Sweet Child of Mine, and Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. As you should know by now, my good friend Rico, he visits various establishments throughout the old Pueblo. When he has a pleasurable experience, he immediately rushes to Google to leave a 5-star review, and he did that again this week. Did you not, Rico?
Hell yes, I did.
All right. What is this place that you visited this week?
You ever heard of Monsoon Mystics, Apothecary and Mercantile?
Absolutely not. Not even close. I don't even recall driving by something like that. I'm curious. What's it all about?
You're about to find out.
All right. Tell me.
All right. Lately, I've been spending a lot of time indoors and engaging in self-care because it's too damn hot outside.
Oh.
Yes, I know we live in the desert. Yes, I know I should be used to this by now, but the only time I leave is to engage in this nightmarish hellscape called modern society to make my Monopoly monies and socialize with a few non-NPCs. You would think the night would somewhat be a reasonable time to be active and walk around and have fun with others, but since we live in a Twilight Zone episode where the lizard people activate 90-degree monsoon weather to make us irritable and insane, I've very much limited my nocturnal escapades because I'm already drenched in sweat after 5 minutes of, just breathing. So this extra time inside has me setting the AC to 69 degrees because I just laugh through the pain when I see the electric bill for $800. It reminds me of the COVID era where we all had to discover new ways to alleviate boredom. Netflix documentaries, learning how to make sourdough bread, mastering Fortnite online, starting an OnlyFans to monetize that weird growth you have on your back, and getting into weird conspiracy theories like how the Denver airport is a portal to hell,
It is.
or how birds are really surveillance drones.
They are.
Most of my time has been spent doing all of the above and then going down YouTube rabbit holes and obscure online discords and forums where somehow, some way, I found myself talking to alleged hot chicks into goth stuff and tarot and natural remedies. You know the type. My fake online identity and avatar photo was half Photoshop and half AI generated, where I had hippie dreads, ear gauges, and neon-colored clothing and Sanskrit, Buddha, and pot leaf tattoos.
Oh, I got to see this picture.
I was stretching the truth as much as I was stretching my earlobes, but I got caught up in the dopamine rush of being accepted into this aura-enhancing circle with no clear endgame in sight. If I was going to end up meeting one of these babes, we'd both be running the catfish risk. So to play it safe, I decided I needed to steep myself into some of this lifestyle authenticity. And if it resonated, I would transform myself into my imagined self.
Oh, no.
Bodhi Zarathustra.
That's the name?
And start a new life in Sedona with a harem of hot spiritual babes. I scoured the local Googles using keywords like spiritual, witchy, tarot, incense, natural herbal remedies, and picked a gold nugget out of the few places that popped up. Monsoon Mystics Apothecary and Mercantile.
Oh, wow.
A small business and metaphysical supply shop here in town. I came through the doors a blank canvas, and immediately my entire being was taken asunder with posy vibes and magical mystical mystery musk. I came in with a mission to fully understand and impress gals that wear moonstone rings, say the word manifest more than work, and read birth charts like IKEA furniture instructions. The whole place was impressive. Botanica, ritual tools and books, sage, tarot, jewelry, Reiki books, gemstones, minerals, crystals, herbs and oils, candles, vintage clothing racks, tea, and most importantly, I noticed the Mystica Matica, the world's only metaphysical magic vending machine that when you put a token in it, it dispenses sage, crystals, candles, herbs, or incense. I was going to have to track down an employee about this token because evidently my mere mortal quarters weren't doing the trick. I wanted that Palo Santo more than I have ever craved a Snickers, and that's saying something. Then to the right, I saw the Aura Energy Analysis photo booth where a lady was having her aura snapshotted by a shop specialist. I listened as she was told something about her aura field and what the colors in her portrait meant in her life. I shuffled over like a stupid muggle and quickly said, "Yo, I'm next. I got an aura farm up in here." The specialist tried her best not to berate me and kept a professional attitude and said, "Hey, I'm going to finish her reading and you can be next." I laughed and started dancing in place to sponge up as much aura as I could. When I was up, she had me sit down and bring forth my authentic energy for a photo. I put my hand up to my face and gave the best R&B album pose, and then she started analyzing my aura. She looked confused and said, "I've never seen this color before. I'm not sure if this is good or bad. Lots of darkness. Maybe we should take another..." "Are you saying I'm off the charts? Hey, yo!" I put on my sunglasses and walked out knowing I was ready for my spiritual journey. Highly recommend this place. 5 stars.
I don't know what you got from that, but what was going to be your name again? Bodhi what?
Bodhi Zarathustra.
All right, that's good. I have another question. You said the word sunder. What does that mean?
Asunder.
Asunder?
Taken asunder. Yeah.
Oh, taking us under.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I thought that was a whole new word. I was just like, man, you got like hippie dialect and everything.
The aliens gave it to me, man.
So do you
Don't
feel
ask
like
questions.
you're a different person now that you visited this place?
Not really. But it's a work in progress.
Yeah.
To start.
You'll get there.
I gotta align my chakras.
Yeah, they'll eventually soften your soul. Well, that's an actual factual 5-star review that you can come across when you Google Monsoon Mystics. Say it for me.
Apothecary and mercantile.
Yeah, a couple of the words that I have no clue what they mean
Dope
whatsoever.
words.
Yeah, dope ass words for sure.
A lot of riz.
Yeah, I love businesses that have dope ass words in the title.
That's right.
Yeah, respect. All right, well, excellent. That's a 5-star review. Excellent job there, Rico. We're gonna hit the reset. Be back with headlines and more, including your opportunity to win tickets for Gaslight Anthem right after these words. Stick around. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA.
Yeah, they're stocked.
All right, we're back with the ladies here on a Tuesday. That was Rico's 5-star review, which I had no clue the place existed. Did you hear what the 5-star review was on? Monsoon Mystics, Apothecary, Apothecary, and Mercantile. Mercantile. What is it?
I don't know. I haven't heard of it.
So yeah, Rico did it. It was all like mood rings and all this other stuff. You know, it's funny review, but I'm like, this is an actual business, and of course, in Tucson, this would be an actual.
He
business.
looks like he's into mood rings.
He should be wearing mood rings.
I could see him wearing.
He's my friend who would wear more than like 2 rings on his hand. You know,
like why do you have 2 different moods right now?
Speaking of rings, did you see that Conor McGregor leak yesterday?
Yes.
Someone showed it to me yesterday. I had not been on Twitter, and my coworker said, "Hey."
I know.
And I was like, "Well, show it to me." And he was like, "All right, hold on."
Yeah. And he's like, full consent. Yeah. Like I showed both Remedy Ray and who else?
Anthony?
Anthony, Chef Anthony yesterday. I was like, full consent though. He's like, what you're gonna see is gonna blow your mind. And also it is a lot of wang. But the one thing they did that was super impressive was tie a weight to it.
Yeah. That's the one I saw. Is there more than just one?
There's 2. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. I was getting Yaz money caught up with the Conor McGregor leaks, which happened to be on his birthday. I honestly think Conor McGregor 100% has this agreement with his fiance, Dee, who he's been with forever. Yeah, because they have to have a poly relationship or an understanding that he can go out and just bang whoever. Because on the same day, there was a bunch of leaked photos of him in Florida on his birthday with a mysterious, like, thick Latina woman kissing up on her, rubbing up on her and stuff like that. She was a beautiful woman. And you know he had a good time, but that was not his fiance and mother of his children. And in the same series of shots, he's also caught FaceTiming his kids away from the woman. So he's just like, hey, how you doing, lad? Yeah, don't forget, check out daddy's muscles. Okay, I love you. Talk to you soon. And he's flexing towards the camera. And then I'm just filling in the blanks. And then he goes back to feeling up on the booty.
Wow.
And then, of course, this is the same day that he just randomly DMs D-pics to Azealia Banks.
Out of all people.
Out of
all people. Doesn't
follow her. She doesn't follow him. It was random and abrasive. And let's not forget, the dude does have rape allegations against him. So to send unsolicited D-pics as a, alleged
with
rapist,
the crazy captions.
Yes, is a bad look, even though it was impressive that he was able to tie a dumbbell to it. And be honest, how impressed were you by that shot?
I was more worried about the shape of how he.
I know. There was a meme that I could show you. It's like a banana and a dumbbell next to it.
That's exactly what I was like, why is it doing that?
Yeah. Well, see, that's what happens. When you do curls with your peen, it gets curled. So you got to be careful. But
why would I have to be careful?
That's true. You don't. And I don't either. Let's be honest. I looked at that way just like I look at anyone at the gym being like, that's too much for me. I'm going to sit out. I'm going to do cardio today. All right.
I'm going to go for a nice walk.
Yeah. All right. We're going to keep this conversation moving on a podcast broadcast. But when we come back, Harper Bazaar released a list of what they considered the hottest men of all time. I'm going to break down the top 10 with you, see if you agree or disagree. But right off the top of your head, and think timeless, think the last 100 years, pop culture, hottest guy in your mind is who, Mari?
George Clooney.
Okay, what do you say, Yaz?
Pedro Pascal.
We'll see if either one of them make the top 10 right after Five Finger Death Punch, I Refuse on Rock 102.1 KFMA.
He's my top 10 all the way.
So are you going to see Fantastic Four immediately?
That's not even a question. The question is, what time are you going to go?
Yeah, what time are you going to go?
right at 3:00 on a Thursday when it first comes out.
Ooh.
First showing comes out on a Thursday at 3:00.
I was gonna do it Friday, but
You could go on Thursday.
I like matinees. I saw the Superman, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I really liked it.
Yeah,
Good for you, James Gunn.
Yep.
He did great.
Yeah. We've been talking about it all week. And the pressure of having to be like a successful hit, a huge, like undeniable hit. That's what this movie had to be for him to continue and DC to continue on the path of creating all this IP. And he did it.
I
by all metrics.
enjoy movies that I don't have to worry about what time it is.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
you ever think about like, all right, how much longer? No, like I
Yes.
sat there and I was like, there's more. Like
Yeah.
there's more to come because there's no way that it just ends right here.
Right.
And did it end right
And-
there?
No,
No.
it went on for another hour and the story got thicker and I was just like, okay.
And it ends in a good spot?
Yeah, it was great. It was so entertaining all the way through from beginning to end. Sometimes with these superhero movies, like they'll have the combat scenes might be a little too long. I fall asleep in some. Like Captain America Civil War, I slept hard in.
Oh my
Right?
God, so
Yeah.
disrespectful.
Well, because if there's a bunch of mindless action, then my mind shuts off and it's easy for me to doze
so
off.
then you hate watching Daredevil.
Of the series?
Yeah.
I don't watch Daredevil series.
see?
Yeah, so
That's what you'll find. I once timed it and there was a 7-minute fighting scene and I was like, you guys just needed space
right.
to fill.
Yeah.
I was like, come on.
They're just wasting time at that point.
Yeah.
So yes, so I thought what was great about Superman for me was it was an engaging story from beginning to end, and constantly kept your attention, which has got to be the hardest thing to do as a filmmaker in this world that we live in, considering our attention span is like goldfish.
It
Yeah.
was really good.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah.
And
so,
also like the dog.
yeah.
Oh, crypto.
See, I was hating the dog.
You were. And so what do you think about
The-
crypto now?
The dog was a dick.
yeah. I mean,
Well, because he wasn't trained.
yeah.
He wasn't like a trained dog. He was
But he was just like a superpower dog?
yeah,
Just a
yeah,
mutt with a cape. Yeah.
yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah,
necessarily make sense.
basically, like
Yeah.
he just got him.
Yeah.
Oh. But he still carries
Oh,
him,
it's-
right?
Foster. He was a foster.
Oh, he was a little foster.
Yeah.
Cute.
An alien foster dog, which totally makes sense somehow. I don't know, but I mean, I look past that and enjoyed it thoroughly. So
Well, are you a dog person?
yeah, I'm a dog person. I mean, I haven't got another
Kind of
dog
a
since
cat
my
guy.
dog Kobe passed away.
Oh, well, that's why.
I'm still mourning, but that's and crypto did remind me of Kobe. So
I liked crypto.
I don't know. Yeah, but Fantastic Four should be good too, and not just because of Pedro Pascal.
But he's nice.
At what point are you going to stop thirsting over him? Because he's like approaching 60 pretty hard.
Really?
I mean,
Well,
he's
like
an
approaching
older-looking
60
guy.
and everybody says he's gay, but I don't.
Oh,
No.
he gay. Yeah, he could easily be super gay.
Yeah. But like, don't
considering-
tell me that.
No, he's
Let
a
me
cutie.
just.
He's
live
played
my
gay
life.
roles before,
Yeah. But
super
like,
well. Where you're like, wow, he's not even acting.
you do that too, though.
I've never played gay convincingly. You know,
I don't know. I've
even
seen
with a
you.
dick in my mouth, they're like, I don't believe you. Rocco on 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Hanging out here with Mari and Yaz Money. Let's break down this list. Now, the question I asked before we played Five Finger Death Punch was, who is a timeless, good-looking man?
Yes.
Now, Harper's Bazaar World just put out this list of the 50 hottest men of all time. Now, Mari thinks that her all-time hottest guy was who?
George Clooney.
George Clooney, right? And you said, yes.
Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, even the way she says
Oh,
it.
so good.
I know. All right.
Brooklyn
Now,
stepdad.
good news, bad news. Good news is one of these actors is in the top 10. Okay. All right. But it's going to be bad news for one of you. One of you is going to be way off. So let's do this. We're going to break this down from 10 to 1. And I want you to tell me if you agree or disagree with this. Coming in number 10 of the hottest men of all time, according to Harper's Bazaar, Elvis Presley.
Yes.
Now, Mari came in with a fun fact about Elvis Presley this morning, which was
He has a mega colon.
had a megacolon, which I didn't even know was a thing, because he's dead now.
She's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
You
he
don't know.
died.
Maybe he's alive somewhere with Michael Jackson. Who
Yeah.
knows?
Normally I would
Maybe.
put up a fight on this, but with the King of Rock and Roll, and I've seen some documentaries recently HBO put out, and you're like, oh, yeah, that guy was a pimp.
Oh,
Good
beautiful.
looking man for sure. And, was punk rock too, really was.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, he came in number 10. Would you agree with that too, Yaz?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 9, Jacob Elordi. Jacob
Yeah.
Elordi, the young Euphoria actor.
Cutie.
And
Oh,
Saltburn,
yeah.
he's tall, he's dangerous, he
Got an
humps
accent.
mounds of dirt
Yes.
aggressively. No,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
that
yeah.
was that
No,
wasn't
that was the other
Jacob.
guy.
Yeah, that was the other guy.
He was under the dirt.
Yes,
Oh,
he was under the dirt.
Ooh.
He's so high he could be dead, and the guy will bang 6 feet of dirt to get to him.
Yeah.
That's hot.
That's exactly what happened.
All right, so Jacob Elordi, and then check out Saltburn if you want to be scarred. Number 8, Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, peak Harrison Ford, not 85-year-old Harrison Ford. They say sweaty, dirt-covered Indiana Jones dodging booby traps in a linen shirt. That's porn. Okay. Jason Momoa, number 7.
Yes.
This one, I thought.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I thought that. Well, of course you would say that. Aaron Taylor Johnson, made number 6.
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Whoa, I didn't know you say it like that. What makes him so hot to you, Yaz Bunny?
I have to Google and see what it reminds me what he looks like.
Well, he was in the
Blue
running.
eyes, dark hair, darkish hair,
Yeah, he was
all
Kick-Ass.
ripped.
He was
Well,
in the movie Kick-Ass, and
what
he
was
was
the
in the running
Craven?
to be a 007.
But Craven, though.
That movie was a flop, so
But he looked good in that movie.
Oh, well, listen, that man is hot. But I don't like the situation of him and his wife.
Oh, they have kids.
they do have kids.
They're
His-
like 20 years apart and they met when he was like 16.
yeah, she groomed him, but she groomed him in like the hotter older lady kind of way, and nobody's complaining.
Everyone is complaining. They boycotted her movies.
That's true. Okay. Well, I mean, he seems to be happy for the time being. She has about 5 more years left
I do.
before he rebounds.
I
mean,
do
honestly,
feel bad for Craven, though.
Yeah. I mean, nobody watched that movie.
I
And
did.
maybe because he was banging an older lady. But you know what? I think that's in style. All right, number 5. This was surprising to me on the list, but not surprising to some. Bad Bunny.
Oh, no.
yeah.
That he belongs even higher
Yeah.
than 5. He
Yeah.
is a QT.
I got robbed. I mean, you're going to be upset by number 1. I'll be honest with you. But yeah, they see the Calvin Klein ad, obviously. All right.
Yeah.
Number 4, Pedro Pascal. That's right.
I made it.
You did make it.
That means George Clooney did not make the
He
list.
did not.
Which is insane
Dang.
considering,
This is all time.
this is all time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because peak George Clooney was like everyone's heart thought for a
So
second.
Harrison Ford, but not George Clooney.
That's
Yeah, in the top
outrageous.
10. Yeah,
Wow.
maybe it's political, but the Mandalorian taking off his helmet may have been the best scene in the Star Wars franchise, according to them. So that's number 4.
It sure was.
Here's our top 3 of the hottest men of all time, according to Harper's Bazaar. Again, nobody in this room was included. Lenny Kravitz.
Okay.
Kravitz, he likes to pose and perform shirtless, and he's been the same age for 30 years now.
He has.
That's impressive. Number 2, R.I.P. Tupac.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, Tupac was a good-looking man. Just imagine the megastar that Tupac would have been if his life wasn't cut short.
I worry that like celebrities that have passed, if they'd be like super Republican or not.
You think Tupac would be super Republican?
No, like I think Selena, because she's from like Texas.
Oh, yeah. yeah.
But Beyonce isn't.
Ooh.
Nah, you don't know.
True.
You don't know who she voted for.
Sure.
Yeah. All right, and finally, the number 1. All right, so who do you think? We went through 9 others. Think icons, right? Who's missing from this list that would be considered the hottest man of all time?
Brad Pitt.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say too. But
Brad Pitt didn't make the top 10.
no Ben Affleck.
Oh, definitely not Ben Affleck.
Jeremy Allen White.
No, not Jeremy Allen White with his Down syndrome eyes. No, he's a good guy. Okay. James Dean.
Okay.
James Dean, smoking a cigarette in that iconic red jacket and Rebel Without a Cause was the reason why they put James Dean as the hottest man of all time, according to Harper's Bazaar. And that was the top 10.
You know what's crazy? I would have put Elvis number 1.
Yeah, same.
Honestly, yeah.
Replace him.
I mean,
I would have put Elvis number 1.
some people would argue that James Dean was just jacking Elvis Presley style anyways. And Elvis Presley, I think, was probably taller and obviously more talented.
I think that in a lot of ways, Elvis made the staple. Like he is
Set the tone.
He's the tone, yeah.
Mhm.
Kind of. Well, you
The
know what?
blueprint, if you will.
What
Yep.
probably ruined Elvis is that he didn't die young like James Dean. So we only know one version of James Dean. That's the good looking version. We don't know the mega colon bloated I do karate version of James Dean.
He was so beautiful though,
Well, there you go.
and all that bloated glory.
See, this is why I wanted to bring it up with you two, and not Rico. So there you go. All right, let's keep it going on the podcast broadcast. You can join us, youtube.com/bevegan. More right after music from Foo Fighters and Stone Temple Pilots on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Yeah.
So he died at 24.
Yeah.
Jason?
Yeah, he was a baby, dude.
That has a little baby.
Mm-hmm.
But then you get like, what's a River Phoenix, right?
Oh, yeah.
He was really beautiful, and he was young
He
too.
died in a car accident.
Well, there was a top 50 here. You want to bang out some of the top 50?
I'm curious.
Yeah.
Did George Clooney not make the list at all?
George Clooney probably. Let's see. I
I just remember him growing up.
I
Like
got
growing
15. Okay, so here's 5 more. Keanu Reeves at number 11.
Okay.
up. Mhm.
Bill Skarsgård at number 12. That's the guy who plays Pennywise.
Yeah, no.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-huh.
Sorry,
Still
Skarsgård.
no
but-
George.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan at number 13.
Yes.
Oh, come on.
Mhm. Henry Cavill
Yes.
at number 14. Chris Hemsworth at number 15.
Okay.
So that's
I mean, Thor would have been on my top 10.
Yeah.
yeah, you want to Thor like dude.
Also, like Chris Evans,
Oh yeah.
Captain America.
Yeah, his little Boston accent.
Yeah. Queens.
Queen? I thought he's from Boston.
Oh no, but like Captain America's from Queens.
No, I'm talking about the actor. Is Captain America? Oh yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Gosh, you know your superhero stuff.
It's
Matthew McConaughey
it's not a
on the
flex.
list.
It's a
Denzel,
concern.
Heath Ledger. Gyllenhaal made the list when he shouldn't have made the list.
No, he's beautiful. I love
Heath
him.
Ledger.
Heath Ledger's cool.
I love him.
Clooney made the list, but did not crack the top 30.
Oh,
Brad
that's
Pitt
okay.
made the list, didn't crack the top 30.
Wow.
they're all
Leo
school.
DiCaprio, same thing. Rami Malek.
Wow.
Clint Eastwood, old school Eastwood was good looking.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oscar Isaac, Chris Evans,
Oscar Isaac.
Idris Alba, Ryan Gosling.
What about
Yeah.
Denzel Washington?
No, he was on there.
Oh,
I
okay.
said Denzel was on the list.
Oh,
Tyson Beckford was on the list.
okay.
Okay.
Channing Tatum,
Okay.
right?
I was
All
about to
lower.
say.
Yeah. So that's some of the hottest ones. But,
Damn, Magic Mike.
Mhm.
Mm.
I don't even think if I lost all my weight and got like super buff that I would be considered like the great looking man. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You got
I
nice
think-
teeth. They're nice and straight.
They're getting crooked by the day because I got a tooth growing in. Wisdom
Where?
tooth.
Wait, you've never gotten them removed?
I got one removed in Nogales, and not Nogales.
You said the two
it was like
uppers?
Yuma, and no, only one removed. It was
Beef.
What?
Get it removed.
Why?
You're gonna
know.
mess up your teeth.
I am messing up my teeth.
Mine went in this way, and they ruined my whole bottom.
Yeah, it's
I
fucked.
got mine.
I know.
Out.
I know. Well, I have to go to Nogales for this. Unfortunately, it does suck.
Your wisdom will go away.
No, I mean,
What
luckily,
wisdom?
it's still dumb. Yeah, but in fact, I tried to rap with
Oh
Remedy
god.
Ray. I
Oh,
said,
you did?
God.
hey, that video has like 10,000 views on it. I had to
sounded
mix it
really
down.
cute.
So yesterday, obviously, I attempted to do it on the live stream and it didn't work out. The audio wasn't working out. It sounded really bad. But I did record it and then I mixed it down afterwards to try to make it sound better. And it did. And I posted it on my Instagram if you guys didn't see it. Well, lucky for you, I'll pull it up just to bug with.
No.
No. I mean, it's not that bad, bro. It's not that bad.
Oh.
All right, let me just show you just 3 minutes of it.
No.
Hold on. It's not that bad.
3 minutes is wild. He's like, just a 3-minute clip.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, like I said, I already have Remedy Ray, it's pretty impressive. 10.2 thousand views, and her page, she only has like 2,500 followers. All of her posts, outperform how many people are following. So, young pretty girls on the internet, man. I mean, that's in the algorithm. It's just gonna pop up on pages whether they follow her or not. So here was this.
Mm.
On two. And
Something in
soulful
space?
Remedy.
Oh,
Yeah,
am
I
I
got-
starting right away?
No, I'm starting.
Okay, good.
Here we go. Look, I've been dreaming of a world with no king on the hilltop, no schemes in the boardroom, no fiends for the quick drop, no chains on the soul, no lies when the lips talk, no rhythm in the blood. Remedy Ray on the big drop. I see the love in the street lights, glow when the beat rise, no green in the green eyes, no bleed when the heat flies. Unified
it
vibes
sucks.
in the mind when the peace ties. Melody machine, whole globe getting revised. No sweets in the CI box, watching us die slow. We all on the front line, vibing to high
it.
notes, no checks for control. control. No debt for the life show. Got the remedies, soul on the life flow. We ain't pawns in the game. No divide when the song played. No crash as a god. No power in the wrong way. Remedy Ray got the strings in the calm sway. Whole world healed in the groove. That's the long play.
You can call me Cinderella, then you can call me Snow White and say I didn't fight. I'm
Probably the
not
best part.
for dreaming and loving.
I had to give her
despite
the,
every single stone has been thrown.
Yeah, she sings good. I had to do the 90s remix on it and stuff. So, and luckily people on her page have been kind. I mean, the worst comment we got was ha ha ha, black heart and coffin. That means they're dead. So, you know. But then the beef mix part, if you stuck around for the beef mix, that was the payoff. And that's what Brian was commenting. I'll show you on this. Listen.
That's the strongest part about me.
Beef mix.
That's the strongest part about me.
You can't say that? You're not supposed to say that?
No.
Wow.
I made it creepy.
That's
yeah.
a creepy ad lib.
Yeah, I know. Well, I was just trying to. Is it as creepy as that face right there? So that's
What is that face?
that was just me talking. That was a zoom in from Rico's pictures and stuff. He's like, "Hey, I took some pictures," and I'm like, "Why are all the pictures of me like horrendous, dude? Like, you got great like shots and candids, and I can't complain because my best picture of me was taken by him with his camera."
Yes, he takes some good ones.
Yes, but the batcher that he gave me yesterday, there was not one good picture of
Wow,
me.
he hates you.
Mondays are tough, dude. You know, it is what it is. So, all right. Let me make sure I save this here. Hottest man.
Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal. I know.
Roll your R's, dude.
Nicolas Cage didn't make the list. Huh?
Absolutely not. Yeah, not even in
What?
top 50. Yeah.
And he got the Declaration of Independence.
Look,
back.
they were talking about most talented, right?
He'd be number one.
He'd be number one.
In your heart. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yes, and the beef mix was the strongest part. I did make it the funny. So, yeah, that was. It's all not. They're not all going to be winners, you know. But
They're all winners in my heart.
yeah. Yeah, but her voice was good. Yeah, Remedy Ray was good to have her in, and I'm glad that you guys enjoyed her. And yeah, she's out there putting in work and doing everything that she should be doing. In fact, actually, when we met Remedy, because we met her together at the same time for the first
we did.
time. Yeah. Now I played her single on KWSS up in Phoenix, so she already popped up on my radar. But I never met her in person, and we saw her at Brick Box and introduced her, and she was a sweetheart. And while talking to her, I talked to her about, you got to constantly put out visual content. And what she did since that conversation was constantly put out visual content.
Oh, really?
And reimagine stuff. Yeah, absolutely. So she listened. And
She
doing
listened.
so, she's like, really kind of building up for herself. And I see the effort, and that's why I was like, you know what, time to come in. Let's do that. Let's continue to get you on our radar.
She was such a sweetie.
Oh yeah, she's a doll for sure. And she's still shy and coming. I don't even know how old she is, but she's young. But she is constantly putting like reimagined video clips. And like I said, I posted that clip on Instagram. She collabed with it. She only has 2,500 followers on Instagram, 10,000 views, meaning 7,500 people that don't follow her saw it. And you look at all her reels, they're all like that. Yeah, no boost, no nothing. It just, again, if I was a 21-year-old hot chick on Instagram, I'd have 1 million followers, because I'd post nothing but booty pics all day long.
That's it, not boobs, just booty.
Booty is what wins. Boobs get
Really?
you a shadow band, but booty gets you boosted.
Ah, is that so?
Yep.
Is that an unwritten rule?
It is an unwritten rule. Rocco on 2.1 KFMA. I mean, am I wrong? Yes. Booty gets you boosted on the algorithm?
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Boobs get you banned.
Boobs get you banned. Yep. You can't show nips, but you can show crack for days. And that's the way that Instagram plays. That's a fact. Speaking of plays, we got Sugar Skulls happening this Saturday. This is going to be the last game for Sugar Skulls, right?
Yeah.
Regular season?
Unless we got regular season, yes.
Okay, yeah, but if they win it, then we have a chance for the playoffs.
So here's the 1 in a million chance, right?
Is it really 1 in a million? That's not good odds.
It's like I don't know what the odds are. I don't know. ChatGPT it.
Okay.
So they need to win their next 2 games, and the Vegas team needs to lose their next 2 games in order for us to even talk about playoffs.
Okay, but what about the Rattlers then?
Rattlers are in.
Okay, 100% in.
Yeah.
Well, that's good because we're going to have the indoor football championship game in Tucson this year. So it's very important to kind of keep an eye on. It'd be great to have like an Arizona team in that championship game. But either way, this is a big deal for Tucson for the next couple of years.
So we're planning already. We're getting started, and everything indoor about it will happen. So like our tailgates will be indoor at the TCC, like in the exhibit halls and things like that. So it'll start like media day. We'll all be inside. Tailgating and everything pregame will be inside, and then right following that will be you going to the game.
Okay.
So like you're not gonna be sweating.
Yeah. No, I like that because it's going to be in August, right?
Yeah.
At the end of August.
August 23rd.
Yeah, which is going to be one of the hottest days. And that's right before Labor Day. So, wow, what a busy couple weeks for my friends at the Tucson Arena and TCC because they're going to be going right into Comic-Con after that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like one, boom, boom, boom. But yes, Tucson having a championship game is a big deal for Tucson. We have to show out for this and show. And historically speaking, we don't. So it's an uphill battle for sure. But I hope that we make a big deal about it. And they got you working on this a lot, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so you're already pre-gaming it and everything, huh?
Yeah, I already started pre-gaming.
Okay. Nice. All right. On another side note and stuff, they announced the winner for Love Island.
Yes.
You watch it too?
No. But
Okay.
I've been following it.
So, I mean, obviously this is a cultural phenomenon, but why? Because, I mean, people call it brain rot. People call it softcore porn. I thought the end of it, spoiler alert, it was a ripoff of the challenge in a way, keep it or split it type deal.
Oh.
And that's something that the challenge had done. And then their cash jackpot wasn't much. It was only $100,000. And in reality TV, when it's the biggest reality TV television show on all the platforms, you would think the jackpot would be a lot bigger. But I guess being hot and being able to sleep with a bunch of hot people is the reward in itself, right?
You find love.
Listen.
Do you find love?
The couple, the main couple that won did. They're all engaged and everything.
No, they're not.
Yeah, she just had a ring.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah.
No, that's a nipple ring.
No. She just like posted a picture of like her with the ring.
All right, look it up, Yaz. I know. So, Yaz, you followed this intensely. In fact, you even hosted a viewing party at the neighborhood. She was like a celebrity host for this, and
not a celebrity host.
You're a celebrity in my mind. And there was viewing parties like this all over the place that people are getting together at bars to watch Love Island on Peacock in public together, which is pretty odd, but also probably a great way to pick up on somebody, right? If you're in your 20s and you're trying to date, go to a Love Island viewing party because that's pretty much like lubing everything up at that point. There's
no
the
engagement
foreplay.
ring anywhere. I don't know.
Oh man, maybe I was reading something else. Okay, I have zero experience for the most part. Kenzo, his coworkers have been talking about it in California with my sister and her husband. We tried to watch it.
Okay.
My 6-year-old son just kept saying butt cheeks, right?
Okay.
So that was the extent, but now I'm like following the stories online. And I watched that first episode, so I have a little more investment in the people like Buddha or what's her name?
Huda.
Yeah, like her breaking up with him. That was pretty
Hurricane
juicy.
Huda. Honestly, it's worth watching just Huda.
Yeah, she seems fun.
Did she steal the season?
She's a mom. She's a mommy.
Okay.
So this is the thing. It had caused such a huge amount of noise on the internet that people that have never watched Love Island started watching Love Island.
Right.
So they started downloading the apps, they started voting for the couples and all this type of stuff. But also for people who have viewed Love Island in the past, this was not your typical Love Island.
Okay, what made it different? Because I have seen seasons before, and I don't mind seeing beautiful people on reality television doing stupid things.
I think what happened is that by like week 3 or 4, they should have already been coupled up, and America should have been voting for your favorite couples.
Right.
And they should have been already like making it exclusive. They should have already been like couples. The winners didn't make like this season. Those winners didn't make it exclusive until the day of.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
exactly.
a lot of those didn't make it till the day of. So like me listening to other people who have watched this in previous seasons, they're like, it's a whole different type of people voting at this point, because the people that should have been in the top 4 are people that America tossed away.
Right. Because they didn't want to see them bang.
They
So-
didn't want to see, they just didn't want to see people be happy.
Well, or
Oh.
it's such a cuck show where you're just like, hey, what two beautiful people do you want to see get it on, right? And that's
Wait,
kind of what
really?
it is. Yeah, even though they don't show you everything about them getting it on, there's a lot of implied scenes. And in this Love Island too, amped it up to where like holding hands and kissing, that's not even a thing. They just jump right to like anal.
No, chill out.
Okay, that's I'll say
Chill
that's an
out.
exaggeration, but they jump right to the bedroom.
Okay, but because they had to share beds. Once you're coupled up, you have to share a bed.
Right.
But it doesn't mean that like sex is required.
No, I know, but it is something that beautiful people partake in. Huda is one of the winners.
No.
Oh, okay.
She was she was the third couple.
How many people do you think she might have hooked up with during her run?
She only hooked up with 2.
That's why they booted her. What about the winner? How many people did the winner hook up with?
Like 1. Like you didn't watch the show. Like these people like who you share a bed with is who you're hooking up with. And some of them did not swap like that.
Okay.
Like they have challenges where they make out with other people.
Yeah.
But they don't
Yeah.
but they don't have challenges where they're having sex with other people.
Right, not yet.
No, like people are like literally
it's
the first
evolving.
episode, dude. Like you saw the first
No,
episode.
so we maybe like the first, like they just introduced the girls and they were about to introduce the guys and we turned it
Oh,
off.
so
So
let me
I
tell you
watched
what you missed. The first thing they did is they put all the boys up and they told the girls make out with 2 guys that you're
Whoa.
interested in.
What?
And they had to go in there, and that was day 1. And they had to go in there and make out with them.
Yeah.
And I was
Wow.
like, what?
And that's foreign. That's not like usual or typical.
That's what they do.
on Love Island. That's the
Yes.
premise?
I'll be honest
Make
with you.
out?
I'll be honest with you. One of my worst nightmares is to be accidentally cast in this show, right?
Oh my
and
God.
you end up just being in a lineup of 10 and like me with all those other dudes and be like, oh, this is going to be like, just going to destroy me emotionally. Like there's no
One would
You-
go for
no,
you.
absolutely not, dude.
I
One?
highly recommend you fast forward to that first episode after they do their whole introductions
Yeah.
and you look at that first, like you have to make out with 2 people that you're interested in.
Wow.
I'll be sitting there, arms wide open and stuff like, huh? I got a tic tac in? Nothing, dude.
What about the country guy though that was wearing a hat that was like in the barn area?
We'll see if we
Oh,
can pull up some
Tyler.
pictures here on the podcast broadcast.
Tyler got a lot of slack because
All right, we'll continue this here on the podcast broadcast. Appropriately enough, we have Kings of Leon Sex on Fire, which I'm sure all their pee burned after a while on Love Island. And we'll be back after that. But you can join us, youtube.com/beefvegan.
Okay, and I see where it was
wait, was this on the
this
air?
couple.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it was this couple. So does not apply. My bad.
Send me
no
like,
idea.
I don't know who that is. That's another season.
It was like a UK.
I just love the fact. I mean, it was that big of a deal. It was massive, and you enjoyed it.
They made it. I mean, I've never seen it before.
Yeah.
I'd never seen it before, so I don't have a say as to previous seasons, but it makes sense that like people who are avid watchers were like, this isn't the way it's supposed to go.
Right.
And also like Amaya, the winner, because it's really her that's the winner. They're couples,
Yeah.
but she really won everybody. Like she is the one that won everybody. Like the guy that she picked is just there for the ride.
Yeah, so I'm not engaged. The only reason why I even know more about it is just because the viral sensation that came out of Spain of the guy that we saw that pulled off. Yeah. Love Island winners. It's so funny though that they had all these viewing parties, dude. Yeah, love it became a phenomenon, which is insane to me. All right. Oh, while we get ready for our next segment, earlier this morning we did headlines, and we had Marian talking about some shit. What was that shit? Find out right here. And asking questions about Squid Game. As you know, season 3 is out, and a spoiler, or not spoiler, it wraps it up with a bow as far as the South Korean version. But what if they kind of volley it to America and it turns into the American version of Squid Games? That's something that I could definitely see happening in the future, right? Because it's just such a valuable IP for Netflix, right? They hit pay dirt with it. It became like a phenomenon, and it's a well-produced television show. But of course, you're even watching it in overdubs, and you enjoy it. So at the end, it kind of is like, hey, maybe this is it's spread to America, and so the American version of Squid Games. Now, as we know, Squid Game was all about the games that they played growing up, and they turned them into games that you would die. So, what are the American version of games that we played growing up that would be perfect for an American Squid Game?
Hopscotch.
Hopscotch. Well, I think Hopscotch was in Squid Game.
I think so, because they had Jump Rope too. There's a lot of the games that, like you said, they're all Korean based. So they're kind of like foreign to us.
Yeah, like when you throw the thing down and it flips over.
Right.
Oh.
I would say for us, for Americans, it'd be like dice, right? It's 7-Eleven. Oh, you crapped out. Boom,
Or could you imagine Uno?
Oh, Uno. That's what I was going to say, because Uno's in Vegas.
Yes, Uno is in Vegas.
Yeah,
and
it
Rico
is.
was bringing it up yesterday. And it was after that, and I think my phone listened to it. I started seeing the promotional videos of, I think it's the Palms, which became famous for hosting a real world season.
Just losing your life savings after getting skipped 2 times.
Yeah, well, I saw the
jacket.
promo video. It looked amazing. And then it made me really want to play Uno at the casino. Rocco 2.1, who's this?
This is Jake.
Hey, Jake, you going to add to the American Squid Game?
I'm thinking the floor is lava.
Ooh. Ah, yes.
Real lava.
It's funny because they actually made that a game too. Not in Squid Game, but that was a reality show
Yes,
for a minute. The floor
so
is
good.
lava.
Mhm.
Yeah, but then you make the
People dying
floor
in
actual lava.
That's horrible.
Put like a
Amazing.
jungle gym over it.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's something that you could definitely see in American version of Squid Game for sure.
What about like Crack the Whip?
Crack the Whip? How do you
Where
play
have
that?
A line of kids, you just crack. There's another name for it, I think, too. But
Okay.
remember, you have the whole line of kids, and they just like start doing the whiplash motion. Everybody's running, and the kid on the end usually gets flung off.
Oh, wow.
No, I never played that growing
Didn't?
up. No, yeah. Red Rover though,
Yeah.
was a big game that we played as a kid growing up. But back to Uno. Let's focus on this because it's funny. I was watching the promotional clips and they make it look so good. But you remember when you play Uno, and I still play Uno with my daughter. It's
Love
something
it.
that we do. But she gets so mad if I give her that like draw 4, right? So like, if you're playing Uno amongst other players, like say you're playing blackjack, people will get mad at you at the blackjack table if you take a hit when you should stay, right? And you'll get the evil eye, right? They'll get mad at you at the craps table if you're a bad shooter or you do something that it causes bad juju, right? In Uno, you purposely make other people lose, so you are literally going to create such bad blood that they're going to want to murder you, right? Like I could see like casino violence jumping through the roof just with this friendly game turned into, a casino, money making game. It's like Monopoly. You can't do Monopoly at a casino. How many people would die a year if they did Monopoly at the casino?
Everybody gets boardwalk.
Yeah. I mean,
The
how
house
many?
always wins. The
Right.
bank always wins.
Yeah, so it's the Palms Casino Resort. They just opened the first ever Uno Social Club. And it sounds like it's a temporary thing for select groups of Uno enthusiasts featuring tons of Uno gaming, food, and drinks, as well as game-inspired decor, bowling, pool, and other awesomeness. So, I like how they're kind of leaning into the Comic-Con aspect of like fandom, saying, okay, hey, this is something that we all loved growing up. How about we just immerse our place to be themed like this and have a little bit of Uno games. And now, according to Mattel, which owns Uno, more of these temporary suites are expected to open across the U.S. later this year. Maybe we'll see one at one of the casinos here in Arizona.
Oh, I'm sure of it, man.
Right.
It's going to spread.
Now, it sounds like mostly a stunt for social media hype, but they're not. And so they're not bringing full-on Uno gaming tables to actual casino floors yet.
That's too bad.
Yeah, I know.
I just want to see the guy in training doing Uno training.
That should be
Well,
easy.
can you stack? I think that's allowed. Stacking, right?
You know what? Probably not. I mean, there's so many. That's the thing. When he first said it, and me being well versed in casino gaming and how to deal, I was just like, I don't see how it's plausible. I don't see how there's a house and there's a player, because it's almost like poker in a way, right? And you could set it up like poker if you're betting and you put like a jackpot or pot in there and you're all playing for a pot, like bingo meets poker, then Uno would work. Last person standing gets the pot.
Mm-hmm.
But where's the rake? How does the house make money? There's all these other questions. But for right now, it's basically, hey, you want to have sex in a room that has a Uno logo in it? Yay! Come to Vegas.
Sign me up.
Oh, you're not a lady. Uno reverse.
What are you reading? What are you
said in the video he sent, man? The Onion, just like.
Oh yes, you gotta love it. All right, we're on about 45 seconds here, and we were saying, and these are all good suggestions that they're saying for the American version of Squid Game, a Battleship Squid Games, which I feel like they played in the real life. Oh, you know what? They played the Battleship in the Netflix Squid Games challenge. Yes, they did a version of Battleship, which was actually pretty awesome. Let's see, Giant Jenga. Let's see, hide and go get it, like hide and go seek. They find you, kill you.
Hide and go get it.
Yeah, kick the bucket. That's a 10 cent. Red Rover. Oh yeah. Red Rover would be one of those psychological games because then you have to pick people, and that's what sucked about playing Red Rover as a kid, because then you're just like, nobody wants to pick me. Now,
they did play hide and seek in the second season of Squid Game.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Rock 1 2.1 Camp, man. Welcome back, Beef Vegan Presents. We were just talking about the clip earlier, talking about the American version of Squid Game and what games would be included in an Americanized Squid Game, which we kind of saw some examples of this, a Squid Game The Challenge, but there was someone mentioned Red Rover, and it reminded me of a childhood memory of a trauma that I turned around into a win, if you will. So like whenever you play Red Rover, it was a popularity game, right? The prettiest and the most popular people, they get called first, and you run across to try to break the thing. And the unpopular kids would never get picked. It was sad. And not that I was an unpopular kid in like third grade, but maybe I wasn't the most popular. It was my last year of not being that popular.
Let it out, honey. Let it out.
All right, but I also had this like Alf obsession. During that time, Alf.
You did love Alf.
That'll do it.
Loved Alf.
That'll do
yeah,
it.
alien life form. And it's funny too because Alf, when I look back as an adult, he's just an old Jewish man who loved to give fellatio, because he liked to eat cats. No, that's legitimately watch Alf.
That's who raised you.
Yeah, that's who raised me. And
no wonder
honestly,
you came out the way you did.
Yeah, I host a radio show and I'm a giving lover, so I'm very Alf-like. But with that, I would carry this Alf around with me everywhere. I would bring him to school.
Carried him around?
Yes,
and you were 16.
No, I was in third grade. But when I did bring Alf to school and played Red Rover, I all of a sudden became the belle of the ball. And when they were doing Red Rover, they go Red Rover, send Alf right over. And there I am running with all my might.
They sent Alf, they didn't send you.
They didn't send me. They sent Alf, but I was Alf's handler. So I got all the love. And I was like, it still counted. I was still getting called.
Wow.
And I wasn't just part of the chain. And yes, it's one of my saddest, fondest mememories.
Dun, dun, da, da, da. It's like slow motion.
Well, I was kind of chubby, so it was slow motion. But yeah.
Would Alf break the chain?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that's another thing, too. I would wreck shop, so I'd break the chain like almost every
that's
time.
why they hated you.
Yeah.
You were rough.
Yeah. Well, I like to win, too. I learned that from my friend Alf. So I just wanted to bring that up, and that was all part of the Squid Game conversation.
Childhood traumas. It's okay. You can let it out.
Thanks, guys. I mean, I have friends now,
You do.
Where?
Yeah, thanks, Mari. Yeah, that's right. That's right. And sometimes, yes,
It's called tough love.
Yeah. Did you see the Elmo's Twitter account yesterday got hacked?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was just speaking truth.
Oh. When he said kill all Jews?
No, I thought that was the Epstein one.
Yeah, the Epstein one was
I didn't see that one.
Yes, he went
He
on
got
an
a little
anti-Semitic rant.
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
Yes, he said release the files at real Donald Trump, child effer, and
that's the only one I saw.
Well, there was more. There was a lot more. And honestly, it was crazy, obviously. But Jon Stewart did a piece on the Daily Show last night.
Oh, I was just going to watch it this morning.
It's hilarious. You got to watch it. And in it, he actually does the voice of Elmo as well. They do a split screen. He kills it. But then he kind of spins it to where, he's like speaking all this rhetoric and everything. And Jon Stewart's to Elmo, he's like, Elmo, what happened to you? You're all right. And Elmo's like, you said it, John, not me. What is that? I'm all right. Maybe you shouldn't cut my funding. And then turn in like maybe it was he saying all that stuff just to play it up and be like, come on, guys, I'm one of the good guys.
Yeah.
But no, that was a joke as well. But excellent. When you get a chance, definitely check out Jon Stewart and The Daily Show covering that hot topic. But what a world we live in. Everything on Twitter is anti-Semitic, by the way. We opened the show talking about Grok, the AI, going on anti-Semitic rant and praising Adolf Hitler.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. And then,
What?
Yes. And then Twitter and Elon Musk had to apologize and said, so sorry. It's basically gathering up information based off what our users are tweeting out. And my point was like, yeah, dummy, that's why we didn't want you to buy Twitter in the first place, to make it just like a platform to spew this kind of hatred. And now your AI is like learning from it. It's basically like, oh, surprise, surprise. If your parents, are racist, then the kid might be racist too.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Not always. I mean, I was raised by parents in New Jersey and stuff. And
wow.
I didn't say that, but
Wow.
I'm just saying I'm not.
You're not.
No, my parents aren't either. But my grandparents definitely said some words. Is the East Coast, you know what I mean?
That's why I said wow.
Yeah. Anyways, let's get into a beat to wrap things up. Hard pivot. Here's how to make a hard reset after a breakup, okay? Because going through a breakup is a hard thing. All right. A lot of us, you end up prolonging the pain, and but you have to hit that hard reset. So here's 6 steps to follow so you can get over your breakup ASAP. First, go back to square one. Don't even look at their socials. Block. Don't look. All right. Realize the memories are powerful, but you got to delete all those videos and pictures that you have on your phone. And you probably got some pretty good videos and you don't want to delete them, but you need to.
Yes.
What if we get back together?
Yeah, I know. Well, that's right. You can make new videos. All right. Know that closure is a myth. It will never happen.
Word.
So, right.
Period.
Don't be a yo-yo. So go no contact. No on the yo-yo. Prepare for your self-esteem to plummet. It's okay. You're going to feel bad about yourself, but you'll be able to reclaim your power. And that'll be the 6th and final step to really identify yourself and move forward. And then usually, just like when you get fired from a job, you usually end up getting a better job. Same thing goes in life as well. The best success is revenge. Be your best you, and you'll attract somebody better. And then they could stalk you and be like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even know you were around. You noticed my hot new girlfriend?
Did you see the girl that said 5 hours after my breakup, I went on I'm going on a date because I was a good girlfriend and I didn't have a roster, but I had a waiting list.
Oh, yeah. Well, but see, but everybody kind of does, and that doesn't help you get over the person either.
Well, it's distraction.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, I mean, that's good. So you have a waiting list.
I didn't say that.
All right, sorry. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching the show. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast broadcast, youtube.com/bevegan. Tomorrow morning, we'll continue to give out tickets for Volbeat and Gaslight Anthem and give you keywords so you can fly yourself to Maui. Till then, Robin Nash is up next. Enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later.
When you wish upon a
I told a story last week that had my GM concerned because I was like,
Actually,
you
let me tell you this story.
Wait, what story is this?
Well, when I was in the tail end of my relationship, right? It was you know how bad my last relationship was in the last year and a half. And we planned our annual trip to Rocky Point, right? And the week of, or actually 2 days before we're supposed to go, she tells me she's not going. Actually, the day before, she's not going. And so I'm gonna
GM?
No.
Oh,
my ex.
Oh, that's right.
Right. And so, I then, was like, well, okay, we're not going. So then I end up calling an old friend of mine and I took her down instead. So it was a quick little rebound. Now, at first it was nice and passionate, but then it ruined the rest of the trip. I was in my head. I was kind of like dealing with things. I was kind of heartbroken.
Crying, like forgetting Sarah Marshall on the balcony at Rocky Point.
While in a power position. Like, she's like, oh my God, you're crying all over my face. All right. But here's the funny part about this, okay? So when I get this hotel room, I reserve it a couple months in advance from a salesperson's friend. So I got a referral. And so I'm talking to her. She's a nice lady and everything. And she's like, okay, so here's the deal. You're going to put the names and stuff. And then she's like, put your name and the name of your guest. And if you need to change the name of the guest, then you could do that last minute and stuff. I'm like, well, it's our anniversary. It's my girlfriend's like 3rd year anniversary.
No.
So I'm not going to change the name of the guest, right? Like, I think that's funny. Funny that you say that. Huh? And then literally the fucking day before I'm supposed to go down there, I hit her up and I'm like, so, I got to change the name of that guest. And she's like, she goes, no judgment, man, no judgment. And she's like, I rent this out as a fuck shack all the time, basically.
Dang, she does that for the tea.
She does,
She does it for the tea because then she's going to be like, so what happened?
Yeah, almost.
I thought it was your anniversary.
Right. Yeah, I told her too much about my personal life when I was like, that's never going to happen. And then literally was like,
did you jinx it? You jinxed it.
Yeah, well.
No.
I should have known better.
We knew the road we were down.
Yeah. And so then I had to make that uncomfortable phone call. Like, yeah, I got to change it.
That's really weird that they make you do that.
No, that's the only person that's ever made me do that.
Yeah, because my sister rents from the condos up there too. And they're just like, just give me your name and how many guests, but never like your name.
Yeah, I know. No, there was a lady that definitely wanted all
She does it for
tea.
the cheese.
Yeah. I wouldn't even be surprised.
She probably looks you guys up.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was hidden cameras in there, and then she saw some stuff, and she saw some stuff. She probably like, hey, the first 24 hours of this trip was great, and the last like 72 hours, kind of sad.
Some popcorn. She turned off the TV day 2.
Like, get out of your head, man! Come on, get back in the game. I'm just like, but I love her. Okay, it's fine. All right.
Wow, beefy. Oh my god.
This is why people are jumping off the stream at a record rate. All right, so
beef tip: don't go on vacation with beef.
hey, the first 24 hours would be the time of your life.
Yep.